Hello everyone and welcome to Lush and Salty Aquariums. So we're looking at the 12-gallon bookshelf aquarium by Lifeguard Aquatics. There's their logo. A nice alternative to UNS and ADA, the very expensive aquariums. This one is about 20% cheaper, but you can still get the low iron glass, and I've had this for about 8 months and it's doing really well for me. What wasn't doing very well for me was the different sorts of livestock that I had originally researched and chose to put in this tank. I elected to try and do a predatory nano species like the peacock gudgeon, and then that didn't work out so well. I lost one. There's one in here. That's the only larger nano fish I have in here, and I'll get to all these adorable jewels swimming around in a second. But the history was sparkling gouramis, fail, peacock gudgeons, I guess fail, and I had 12 tiny chili rasbora. They're still in here, but I didn't see them very much, so I wanted something that would both bring them out as well as be happy in this tank. And so I got the neon green rasbora, and there they are. Don't have the scientific name, but you can see them more or less. And also the dwarf pencil fish. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that thing. So I've got 5 of those in here. The dwarf pencil fish, a relatively inexpensive pencil fish. A little bit more money than the Beckford red, but not nearly as much as the coral red or some of the others. And then look at these wonderful guys schooling against the current. Just adorable, and they look like an exotic version of the neon tetra, right? And there's the pencils, and there's the neon green rasboras, and then you'll see the chili rasboras. There's a couple of them down there. And I give these guys baby brine shrimp for sure, and Aquarium Co-op's fry food, and then I'll crunch up some other stuff here, there, and again. This is my one monster yellow neocaridina in here. He survived the gudgeons in all my experiments with small predatory nanofish. But the neon green rasbora, there's a neon red and a neon blue. They're all the same species, but depending on the collection point, they will feature a different color, which is an interesting fact. They were very rare. Now they're not quite so rare, and so your finer local fish shops will tend to get them, and obviously you can go online and source them that way as well. But I'm very happy with these guys, and they certainly don't bother the chili rasboras, and you can put quite a few in a relatively small tank. Now this is 12 gallons and it's long, and long means you can generally have more schooling fish, because a lot of fish prefer having the back and forth versus the height, which is an interesting fact, and something well worth noting. And plus the shape is conducive to some killer aquascaping, like the submergent stuff up here, and then you can go down, right, like a river. You can sort of replicate a river vibe, if you will. So I'm happy I was able to figure this tank out, and knock on wood, it's gonna stay good. See, as I move the camera back, the two nanofish species tend to school together. They sort of dither each other out, right? So whereas maybe by themselves each school would be more reclusive, together maybe out of competition for potential food, and just having those tank mates brings them out and about, so they don't just hang out beneath the shade there, although obviously that's a wonderful place for any living creature if you can create that in your tank. But in that middle portion, as well as with the current there, and you can see, having just cleaned the small Oase canister, I just did a massive amount of cleaning in all my tanks over the course of the weekend, but the current is at its max at this point, and it doesn't seem to be bothering the fish any. So I don't have anything else to say. If you want to comment or have any questions, by all means, hit me up. I'd love to interact with you. Until then, always keep your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.